Hey everybody, it's Steph, and I just have been meaning to do this little video for a while and kind of been trying to wait for the perfect time, but there never is a perfect time, so today's the day, now's the time. I just have something I want to share with you today. Um, in Hebrews 11:1, it says that faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. And that verse has always been precious to me because I think that we often think of hope as something that we wish for, like something we're not certain that's going to happen, but we hope that it's going to happen. We hope that in the future it's going to happen. We wish that it's going to happen. And in Hebrews 11:1 says that if we have faith, we can be certain of what we hope for. We can be sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. And it's a sure hope. It's a certain hope of, we don't have to just wish and like, I hope you're coming over to dinner. You know, it's like, I know you're coming, right? Like it's a sure, confident thing. And I'm glad because there are a lot of things that I hope for that I want to be sure of and that I want to be certain of. And, you know, I want to be sure that heaven is real. And I want to be sure that Jesus' promises are true. And I want to be certain of his faithfulness. And I want to be sure that he's working on my behalf and that he won't leave me and all of those things. And so we have that sure hope and we have that certainty. The last few months have been really hard for me personally and for my family. We just at the end of March delivered our baby at 5 months, and it rocked my world. It wasn't something I was planning for or expecting. Wasn't ready for that. And through all of that, I've been learning a lot. I've been learning about myself. I've been learning a lot about God. So many things about life. There's sweet things that come through trial and pain, and I'm learning to lean into those sweet things. One of the things was a friend of mine, Annalena Copeland. She had a song that she had been trying to write for a while, but just a couple weeks after we lost the baby, the rest of it came to her. And the first line of that song is, "We have this hope as an anchor. We have this hope secure." And that's what I want to share with you today, is that life throws us through the waves. You know, it throws us things that we aren't expecting. It throws us things that we weren't prepared for, that we didn't know we had to be prepared for, things that are hard. Life is hard. I know life is hard for you. It's not only hard for me. I know that if you're living life, it's been hard for you, and there are hard things probably happening even right now. But the good news is that when you have faith, when you believe in Jesus Christ, not just faith of any kind, but when you believe in Jesus Christ, you have sure hope. You have certain hope. It's not I wish hope or a maybe hope. It's a sure hope, and it's you have this hope as an anchor. And when Annalena first sent me that song, and it was right in the midst of my deep grieving, that's how I felt. I felt like life had tossed me amongst the waves, and I was in the storm, and I didn't quite know where to find my footing again. But Christ is our anchor. And when life tosses you and moves you places that you weren't expecting, and the storms come, you can stay grounded because you have the sure hope of Jesus and who he is and what he's doing and his sovereign plan. And even more than that, you have the sure hope that this life isn't what we live for, and that heaven is ultimate and life is short. And that's what steadies us. That's what holds us when life is crazy. It's our anchor. He's our anchor, and he is solid. We have this hope as an anchor. We have this hope secure. And so I just want two things today to encourage you. That if you are in the middle of a storm right now, if there are uncertainties, which most likely there are, because that's how life is, you can have a sure hope. Not a wishful hope, not a maybe hope, but a sure hope that the things that you don't see, they're happening on your behalf when you trust in Jesus, when you follow him, when you're committing yourself to him, when you're seeking him. He will guide you. He will lead you. He will anchor you. He will anchor your soul and your heart, even amidst the craziness. Annalena is trying to make a CD. She's raising money on Kickstarter. If you don't know how Kickstarter works, you have to set an amount, and then people have to pledge that amount, and you have to get the amount pledged by a certain date, so you don't get any of the money. And so her end date is July 3rd, and she's about to almost to $2,000 of $6,000 that she needs to make the CD. And I just feel like I want to say that the CD, it's not just her project, but it's personal to me too. I feel like it was born, this project Anchored was born out of a time of intense pain in my life. It affects me personally. It's precious to me, and I just have this feeling that God is moving us somewhere, and that Annalena's music and what she does, if you know me at all, you know that Annalena often will come and lead worship for when I speak, and she's written many songs for events, and some of those will be on this album. So if you've ever heard her lead, you know some of the songs that will be on this album. So it's bigger than a musician making a CD. It's bigger than helping a singer or songwriter make it in the world. God is moving us in a direction, and he wants this message of being anchored to him to spread in our turbulent world, in our turbulent society. We have to go back to the basics, and we have to remember where our hope is, our sure hope, and where our grounding is, and that's in Christ. And I believe that this music is going to be part of what he's doing. And so I just ask that if you have it laid on your heart right now, that you'll just join us in this journey and just come alongside us in what God is calling us to do, and that you'll become a part of it. And you can support Annalena at just $20, $50, $100, $200, and you get really awesome prizes. I did it at $50 because I wanted a t-shirt and a CD. So you could do that. She has a print. You can go click in the link for more details. Message me. I'd love to tell you more about it. But more than that, God is moving. He wants you to know that he is your anchor. Even when life is crazy, he is your sure hope. You don't have to question it. You can be solid, even in the uncertainty. Lean into him. He's your anchor. Thanks.